I know they've told you that you've got to be perfect. That when the sun hits your skin, you should look like you've stepped out of a dream that nobody wants to wake up from. When you look at the mirror, I know you know that they've painted you over. They've run their brushes over your flaws, they've covered up your scars, they've brushed out your hair, and sometimes it has taken hours. Sometimes it has taken hours, but it has still not been enough. Sometimes when you see the final picture of yourself, I know you know that they have had to paint you over, even if it was on the screen. They have had to paint you over some more. I know all that. And I've loved you for it. I know they've told you that mistakes aren't allowed, that you're only a part-time person but a full-time dream, and that a dream is not a dream if it's a mistake. And as someone who they sell those dreams to today, I have a few things to say. I want you to know that if you step out into the sun with not enough sunblock or looking like you're recovering from a bad hangover, I will still love you. I want you to know that if you don't want them to make a painting out of you, that if one day you decide to step up in front of that camera with hair that hasn't been straightened or curled or combed but falls around you in disheveled waves, I will still love you for having an ocean on your head, because God, it must be such a difficult job to constantly tame those waves. I want you to know that even the biggest scar you have is not ugly, because life is a battlefield and your battles are perhaps some of the most complicated ones because you can't let it show. So I want you to know that those scars which they paint over, those scars make you beautiful. And if you ever want to let them show, I will still love you for having fought such a brave battle. I know they've told you to smile. They've told you to cradle pain on your palm and mold it into art. They've told you to make tokens out of your grief and souvenirs out of your sorrow. I know they've told you to laugh like there is no tomorrow, but there is some kinds of sadness that makes you forget words. I know there's some kinds of dark that the brightest smiles can't hide. I should know. I've tried. So, if there are days when you scratch through page after page, when you just can't remember what the next line was supposed to be, when music seems like a distant dream, I want you to know that it's okay. That I'll see you for the human that you are, and I'll love you anyway. So, I know they've told you that they don't deal in mistakes, that you signed up for perfect, and that there is no scope for grey, because the lights, the camera, the paparazzi, they all like having their way, so it's perfect or nothing. And as someone on the other side of perfect, as someone who they sell the perfect to today, I want you to know that if you just want to turn on that camera and cry, I will be furiously typing out all the bad jokes I know just to make you smile. I want you to know that if you want to sing unfiltered and unhindered with your voice cracking in places and your breath almost running out, I will be singing along from the other side, even though you can't hear me. I want you to know that if you stumble or fall or do anything short of perfect, I will be shouting myself hoarse and cheering you on from the other side. I want you to know that if you make a mistake and realize it, and all you want is to say sorry, I will be here and I will be listening. So, I know they've told you that you've got to be perfect, but really, you don't. Perfect is overrated, and if you ever want a break from being part-time person, full-time dream, I'll see you. I'll see you with your flaws, with your waves and with your scars, because if I've seen you on your best day, I'll see you on your worst one too. And through it all, I'll love you anyway.